Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Representative Torr, for answering my questions. I, like some of the others that have spoken, I am not in a union. I did not come from a union family. I am management. I manage union employees. So I think maybe I come from a little bit different perspective. Everyone has their own perspective on this issue. But frankly, in my mind, the right to work bill, the case simply has not been made. Why rush into this bill? Governor Daniels has been in office for almost completing his 8th year. If this was so important, if this was such an economic development tool, why wasn't the bill pushed back in his first year in 2005? The case has not been made that enacting right to work will create jobs. In fact, the only documented effect of such a law is to weaken unions and reduce wages for both union and non-union workers. Representative Klinker likes to brag about the West Lafayette area. Representative Klinker, if you don't mind, I'm going to talk a little bit about Northeast Indiana. Investments in the past year in Northeast Indiana include $250 million this past October for General Motors, substantial investments in B.F. Goodrich, in Woodburn, Vera Bradley, Steel Dynamics, and BAE Systems, where jobs just recently transferred from a right-to-work state, Texas, to the great state of Indiana. And in all of these news conferences, all the news releases that I see, Governor Daniels, rightly so, congratulates our great labor force. So why then hasn't it been explained that Indiana can be a leader in economic development and yet hostile territory for job prospects? The case simply hasn't been made. The case hasn't been made why this bill should pass now. With the union-friendly NFL coming to town, why is it so important to cast Indiana as unfriendly to labor? Why is a negotiated and voted upon and approved union representation fee so detrimental to our economy? The case hasn't been made. I find it interesting that the so-called right-to-work bill was not brought up during the campaign last year. Judging by the crowds in the hallways, now I know why. So why this bill today? I can only come to one conclusion. Laws like this simply hurt unions, and I want to just echo Representative Delaney's comment. I believe it's just purely political. Please vote no on right to work. Thank you.
Representative Vernon Smith.